All right, we're with Anthony with 7 Day Sonnet. How you doing today, Anthony?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
Excellent, man. Excellent. So you guys have been out on the road, right? Touring around?
I've been on the road since about December of last year. You know, a couple weeks, couple months off here and there, but pretty much straight on.
Excellent, excellent. How are you liking it? Is it treating you pretty good?
Touring it's kind of like high school.
Okay.
It's the best of times.
Okay,
it's the worst of times.
Explain.
Well, I mean, it's great. I mean, you get to go all around the world. You're traveling. You get to meet tons of new people, see all these awesome places, and it's great. It's, you know, you're with 5 guys, 6 guys that you enjoy being around. You have your clique of friends.
Sure.
And then,
sure.
you know, you go and you get to meet people every day, and then it's great. But it has its bad things too. Like
Sure.
you don't get to shower as much. You know, so you get a little stinky. But I think actually one of the worst things is kind of coincides with one of the best things is you get to go to all these awesome places, but you really don't get to experience these awesome places.
Right, because you're in and out.
Yeah, you're in and out. You know, like once in a while you'll have like a day off here and there, but most of the time you go, you play your show, you meet the people, and you have a great time. And then a couple hours later, you're like, all right, I gotta go. I gotta be here.
Right.
You know, like Norfolk, Virginia is actually one of my greatest examples because it was gorgeous there, right by Virginia Beach. Like the downtown area is just fantastic. And we actually had a day off the next day, and we're thinking, oh, we're gonna just run amok in this city, and it's gonna be awesome. P. Diddy's playing at the next day. We're gonna just have a blast. And it was Easter Sunday, and everything was closed.
Oh,
so
that's why you had the day off.
That's why we had the day off.
But what's your favorite song to play live?
I think my favorite song to play live is "I Am the Sun," and it's just one of those songs where as soon as it starts, it does not stop until the end. It's usually one of like the best crowd reaction songs that we have. There's a lot of parts that just really get people pumped and going, and I really think like that's the song that once we hit it, we really break the ice on people, where like if they haven't seen us before and they're on the fence, I really think that song either pulls them to our side and they're like, yes, like, all right, I understand what's going on here and I enjoy this, or maybe they're like, all right, maybe that wasn't, you know,
sure.
But I really think that song is really just like the linchpin in the set that people are like, okay, like I'm ready to go.
You know, a lot of times when with specific songs and bands, you have that one single that everybody seems to gravitate to, but when you buy the album and you listen, you find out that single's not the best song on the album.
Yeah.
Do you have like a secondary song that like, you know, that you know is kind of the underdog, but you know that it's one of your better songs?
Like one of my favorite songs is actually "The Confrontation," and it's on the EP. We recorded it out here in California with Sylvia Massey.
Nice.
And it's actually a song that I get a lot of compliments on, like when we actually sell CDs. You know, to people out there, and they're like, wow, like that's just a really good song. It's short, quick, but it's just one of those songs that it just can grab you, and you just gravitate towards like what's going on, like what the lyrics that are being said.
So as you guys are traveling around, obviously, and you're rolling around, you guys are in an RV, is that what you're traveling in?
That's right.
Okay, so you got all the whole band packed up into this RV. You got hours and hours to kill, and you're on the road, traveling from city to city. Other than looking out the window, what are you guys doing with your time?
I think my saving grace is Netflix. It is a solid investment for any touring musician. $7.99 a month, unlimited movies, like documentaries. I'm a huge B-side horror movie fan. They have a section made for me, and it just every month it cycles over, and I get to watch all my blood, guts, and gore, like for hours and hours and hours while that RV's on the move.
The industry is a huge industry. All kinds of great people you can work with. If you could single out somebody and have your dream unification to have somebody come work with your band, who would it be?
I think like one of my dream collaborations for like this band, just someone to work with and like have on one of our songs, would actually be like Chino Moreno from the Deftones. And it's actually funny, like we're in California, like right in the old stomping grounds for them and everything, but I think the Deftones were like a huge influence on me when I first started playing. I mean, I was in like 7th grade. I had adrenaline. I saw them on like Warped Tour with like nobody in front of the stage, but I was just like, yes, like you are just one of my favorite bands. And I think to have him come out and do like a track with us and just work with us would just be absolutely amazing.
I noticed you got a little bit of work on you. You got another tattoo lined up here for the future?
Oh, I always have tattoos lined up for the future. So actually, one of my really good friends back home is a tattoo artist. So every time I go home, if I have time willing, because it's really hard to really take care of a tattoo on the road. You know, like you really don't have running water and be able to wash it properly and everything like that. So I'm a little worried about that. But yeah, I'm actually thinking about like a Jack Nicholson from The Shining on the forearm, like just the splintered door up the sides with the Jack Nicholson in the middle.
Be a great tattoo.
So yeah, but I'm always looking for more work. So.